are
Hi.
you? How are you, girls? Welcome.
Welcome.
Cheers.
I'm fine. How are you
Cheers.
guys? Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to everybody. Cheers to you. This is a special occasion.
This is a special occasion. Thank you, Cele. Thank you, Lea,
Cele.
for
Yay.
For the place.
for the place.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And the cats.
And the cats.
Yes. So we are here, very excited.
Very excited. Yes.
Hot too, but
Oh.
no. But here we have
Because
the air
of the
conditioning.
weather.
Because of the weather. Oh yes, because the topic today is
It's hot.
it's spicy at least.
It's spicy. Yes.
Spicy, yes. And we are going to talk today about relationships. Relationships.
Complicated.
Complicated topic.
Controversial topic.
Yeah. So what is important in a relation for you?
For me, it's important to have good communication, respect, self-respect, I don't know.
Confidence in each
Confidence?
other.
Confidence.
Yes, I agree with all the things Mila said. Plus confidence. I don't know. It's kind
Trust
of difficult.
the other
Yes,
person.
to trust the other person.
What do you think?
And respect the times of each other.
Of course. Yes.
I love to be alone.
Me too. Me too. So yes, that's important for me too, to have time for myself or space for myself
Yeah. It's very important.
without the other person.
Yes. That would be like the perfect relationship, no?
Yeah, totally.
Totally. But not all the relationships are perfect.
No.
So, for example, what about distance relationships? Have you ever had anyone?
No.
No, I have never.
Oh, you're lucky.
Do you have a?
Oh, yes.
And how was it?
It was very boring.
Very boring. Okay.
Very boring.
I understand.
Yeah. Totally.
But what's the most boring thing
Um,
about being in a long distance
like
relationship?
you can do anything with the
Without-
other person.
exactly, yeah.
It's like, for example, I really like to share, like going to restaurants,
Yeah.
going out.
Totally.
I really like, I don't know, the cinema, the theater.
How did you communicate with the other person? Like through Snapchat or WhatsApp or you have video? No, I wanted to say FaceTime, not Snapchat. FaceTime or Skype, for example. We have
Almost.
Skype sometime.
Almost by letters.
By letters, maybe by letters. I mean,
It was so long time
Vintage.
ago. So
like vintage relationship.
yes, this relationship, WhatsApp was starting. So
Oh.
there.
So you have
But
WhatsApp.
anyway, it was a very complicated relationship because the other person didn't talk too much.
Oh,
Really?
So,
So-
hard.
Yes.
And
so-
how did you manage that? Like if the other person doesn't.
We were like many years together, so we understood anyway.
How many
Oh,
years?
wow.
6.
Oh, a lot.
A lot.
Yes. But what?
But you you understand
But-
really good, really
Yeah.
well. Like
No, we didn't understand anything.
You had
That is why now I am
6
alone.
years?
No, like,
you had 6 years of long relationship, like
Long
long
distance.
distance.
no. That was just a year.
oh, nice. Okay.
I thought it was 6 years.
Yeah.
No,
Long distance.
no. Not in this world, not in this life, no.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yes, but the main point is that, no, for me, in my case,
Yeah, of course. I understand.
it's boring. It's
Did you feel jealous or
no,
something?
not really. Not really.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you jealous?
Not particularly, but I tend to feel like insecure about myself and not communicate to the other person. So that's a bad
You
thing.
need to communicate. She
Yes.
said that communication is very
Yes,
important.
I know.
Yes.
That's a bad thing. But well,
She's so young, it's super wise.
yes, she is. In fact, she is.
Are you jealous?
Yes, I am.
How jealous?
Like 100%.
You go crazy?
Like a
yes.
demon. Oh,
I go crazy.
You start crying and
But
shouting.
it's about not like that. But it's about me. It's
Okay.
not like a problem in their relationship. It's like because of myself. Like I'm a jealous person.
Okay.
okay.
I can't manage.
And are you jealous with like your boyfriend or your friends?
With
or
everyone.
With everyone.
She doesn't
I
like to have new students.
Oh,
No,
that's
I
the
don't.
thing.
But it's something that I
Going
can
around.
control. You know?
Like,
it's like I feel.
oh, better we can be alone today. Why?
I feel so jealous. But I can't control it.
Okay.
And
She
it's a
doesn't
problem
want
too.
to share you.
Huh?
You see, she doesn't want to share you
No,
with
she
anybody.
doesn't want.
That's
Yes.
nice.
Yeah.
So well.
She makes me feel like a good teacher.
Yes, you are. You are.
But it's a problem.
No.
I mean, you have to be in the middle.
Yeah.
You can't be super jealous and controlling and things like that, and you don't have to like keep all the things for yourself. Like you have to talk.
Totally.
Like communication.
She has 70 years old.
Yes,
No,
she's
I'm
so
18.
wise.
18.
Yes.
70.
She's so
18.
wise.
You're like an old lady.
I am.
You're the voice of experience.
Yes, of course, she is.
Okay. Well, jealousy is a problem in
It's a thing.
any relationship.
Yeah.
Yes. But well, exist.
It exists. We
For
can't
some
deny it.
people, doesn't.
For me, in my case, I am not jealous.
But like
But-
I mean, in a relationship, like
Yes.
any
But-
of the two persons that are in the relationship, like don't feel like that, and there is no jealousy in the relationship.
That's like ideal.
I have friends that are in a relationship and they don't feel jealous, and their boyfriends either. So it's like super calm, you know?
Wow.
Is that possible?
Wow.
Not in my age.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's like I think of our generation. Maybe
Could be.
we were raised by soap operas and Jane Austen books, so we kind of know how to. We know how to relate to the other people with jealousy involved in the
Yeah.
relationship. But maybe the kids, because
it's
Mile is a
something-
kid, still a kid,
Yeah.
doesn't know how it's like
It's
to be
something
jealous.
normal to feel like that sometimes, you know? Like
Yeah.
in some situations, maybe
Hmm.
it's like you feel that way.
You are behaving a little stranger, okay?
Yeah.
Can you tell me why you
Can
arrived this
you
time?
share your phone?
Oh, please share me
Oh,
your.
that's
your...
a lot for me.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I mean, I gave my password to my friends, maybe if a partner, if I have it, because I like, yeah, do whatever you want with my cell phone because I have nothing to hide. But to be sneaking around with the phone of the
Yeah.
other person and trying to solve the password, it's a lot.
Mm.
Like, no.
There is no respect.
There is no
they are for me
respect,
because
yes.
your phone is your phone. Maybe you have conversations with your friends or I don't know, your family, and you don't want the other person to
No,
see that.
totally.
It's like
Exactly.
you have your space in a way in your phone, and it's like
Yeah,
it's not
yeah, yeah.
correct to be sneaking.
Don't open the cell phone,
No, please.
No.
please.
Do not steal
It's a very
other
bad
person's
idea.
cell phone to...
And it's a very bad idea also.
Yeah,
It's a very bad
awful
idea
idea.
because if you are looking
for
for something,
something.
you are going to find something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like the elf at the end of the rainbow.
No, not at
No,
all.
you go.
It's the opposite of that.
It's the opposite.
The opposite. Here you
It's the
look
demon
for
at the end
something,
of the
And
rainbow.
you find
you
it.
will find it.
Totally.
Yes, because I don't know. Maybe talking with friends, you always said something about another person. It's not your partner, and you say something like,
Or maybe not. It's not something
Oh.
about other person. Maybe you say something that the other person like.
or
Just-
something about your partner, like
yeah, or
Exactly,
something
yeah.
about your relationship or how you feel,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's not. I don't know. You're talking to another person.
yes,
You're not talking to your partner. So
totally.
it's like
So guys, it's not good.
It's not a
to
good idea.
steal
We recommend you not doing
Another
that.
person's
Not
password.
doing
Better
that.
to have a good communication with your
Yeah,
partner.
totally.
yes.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. When everything gets boring in the relationship after some time, don't you think that it's a good idea to open the relationship?
Yeah, I think if you are, for example, in a like 10 years relationship, maybe you want to try another things, and if it is something that you discussed with your partner and you both agree, it's fine. Like you can try, like give it a try to experiment things. I think it's something that maybe gives some spice to the to the relationship.
Yeah, sometimes can be like that. The important thing is to communicate.
To communicate,
no?
yes,
To
of course,
communicate,
of course.
yes.
Because being
Both
open
sides, yeah.
alone is
No,
Not good.
not good idea.
no, maybe
You
it's
have
not
to
the best idea.
communicate the other
Yeah, of
person that you.
course.
Open.
And how do you feel about that?
I think it can be
Interesting.
interesting to try. I don't know. I am not from the times where the relationships were open.
Okay.
I am very lazy too.
Okay.
No? In my case, like, just thinking about to be with
Other person.
other person, it's like, oh fuck. Yes,
But some people find it exciting.
yeah. For some people, it must be interesting, for sure. And I don't say I'm not going to do it. Maybe
Maybe someday.
someday. I don't know. Maybe I need it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's hard for
It's
me.
quite a thing.
Yeah.
It's
quite a
quite
thing,
controversial.
If you're in a relationship and you've been like 10 years together, like someone telling you, okay, I want the relationship to be open. I don't know. I don't know how I would feel with that.
I think I would understand, like, because also you don't have the weight of saying, oh, I was with someone else. Infidelity, no, come on,
Cheating.
why? Well, the infidelity for me is something that should disappear.
It's like adultery.
Should disappear. Like, come on. If you are with another person, it's because of something, no?
Right.
Something is missing.
Something is missing for you, for the relationship with your partner. So for me, infidelity should disappear. So for me, the good way could be the open relationships.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't mean that could be easy for me to do it, because, as I said before, I am very lazy.
Okay.
It's my
I
problem.
feel like
No.
if you are in love, like truly in love, you wouldn't open the relationship. I don't know. Or
I think that's so particular.
maybe it's because I'm super jealous.
Yes. Okay.
But if you're
I get
not,
it. But
and
I
you're
get
in
it
love,
because
it's like
when I fall in love with somebody, I fall completely. Like I like everything of the other person, and I want to be
Yeah.
with that person only because I don't know. It's my thing. It's my.
But that is at the beginning. After,
But I don't know. The last time. I mean, the last time I was in a relationship, I was like 3 years only. So I don't know how much I could last in that state.
yeah,
That's the thing.
yeah. I think it's a good tool. No?
It's a thing you have to consider at some
Yeah.
point. I think it's a discussion you can have with the other person when you have a lot of time together.
Yeah, it's something that can be interesting, and also the idea of this is to finish the day and go home and say, hey,
Hey,
I
I
want to
love
be
you.
with you.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
No?
yeah,
Yeah,
But-
it's complicated.
it's a thing to
way.
have an open relationship because it's a
Yeah.
thing like not only a thing of communication with the other person and to set the limits of the open relationship, because no matter what is a relationship and should have some limits in some point, but also it's an inside job with yourself.
Yes.
Like work with yourself about how do you feel with this thing of the person that you love being with other persons.
Yeah.
It's a difficult topic.
Yeah, but it's something that I think people should talk.
Totally.
Should
And I
talk.
think now we're talking about it, like
Yeah.
in modern society.
Should be like something common, like no taboo about it.
Yeah.
You are being eaten
It's crazy.
by a lion. A lion wants to eat you.
Baby.
Yes, it's something like should stop being a taboo
Yeah.
and start talking like openly.
Like today.
Yeah,
Like today, yeah.
openly. Yes, because can be very good for the relationship. But what do you think about polygamy?
Oh, that's so
That's
hard.
something
It
different.
sounds so difficult,
Yes.
guys. I mean,
I know.
it's difficult for me to be with one person. Imagine
Imagine
with a lot of
being with-
persons.
Yeah.
But I found out that people can do it like normally and so easy. So good for them.
Yeah.
Good
Good
for
for them.
Yeah, no.
Imagine living with more than, I don't know, 2 persons.
Oh my god, no.
The mess in the room.
Yes.
My God.
And also, like,
Because
Living
The
with
mess
them.
in the house. Like, oh my god.
I am a mess. Imagine with someone else. Imagine with 2 or 3.
That's a
No.
lot. And how do you
and also being there,
Yeah.
you know, with more than 2 persons.
and being like being with the other person.
And you
Yeah.
have to call everyone like my love,
My love.
Gordy.
I don't
Because
know.
Gordy.
I would forget about the names.
Or telling someone something and then you have to go and tell the other person. Or maybe
And
you forget.
That's so weird because the reality is that you don't love everybody in the same way.
Yeah.
It's the same with kids. Like everybody doesn't love their kid in the same way.
No,
the kids.
totally.
So I think it's the same in a relationship, in a polygamy relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You have preference.
Yes,
For me,
exactly.
It's like that.
Yeah, you prefer somebody
Yeah.
upon
Or in
others.
some situations, maybe.
Yeah.
You feel like talking with someone, or in another one, maybe you feel talking with another one, and it's, I don't know.
I think that things they have like super talked, like
yeah.
I don't know if we, for example, if the 3 of us are in a polygamy relationship, right? Okay, and I feel more comfortable talking with you about my family, but not with Mile.
It's illegal.
I think there's something we should talk about. Like, look, it's not because of you, but it's because I like to talk with Lou about my
Yeah.
family. But it's something that you have to communicate to the other person. And we
Yeah.
go back again to communication, like
Yes.
one of the foundations of a relationship.
Of any
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah. Is there anyone on the other side
I'm curious now, but
who
because
has
of gossip,
an open relationship or maybe a polygamy?
you can
Or-
tell us. We will not judge you.
No.
Never.
There is a
That's it.
program that it's about one man having more than a wife. Like one
Like a
man
Jake.
having 4 wives, you know?
Whoa, like
Like just
Like a Jake.
one man
Yes.
and more than
Exactly like a Jake.
one
Wow.
woman.
I want to be like that.
Really?
No.
Ah.
But must be funny.
An harem, said
Yeah.
Sam. Un
But
harem.
it's like the man has like all these wives, but the wives are not like together, you know? They are only with the men.
Okay.
That would be good for you. They are so jealous.
I could never.
Everybody's
No.
with you.
She could
The
never.
man has other
lot
wives.
of-
No,
Right.
but you are the head of this, no? Like having 2-3 men.
Ah, that would be cool.
Okay,
No, I'm
nice.
I'm joking.
No, I could never.
But imagine you in the middle of the sofa.
But you have
Hey, you bring me a beer.
But
Hey,
men,
you
men
give me
are,
the
men
pizza.
are not like women. Like
You want
men are
slaves. You don't want men. You want slaves.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, fuck. Yeah. Well, okay. Okay.
But
So, well, for me, it's very hard, very difficult to think about it, but people live like that. And
Yeah.
yeah,
and
It's
they
a-
can, and
they
they
can.
are
happy.
good, I think.
Yeah.
And also, because this is not improvised, we discuss all of these things, guys, before. I did some research and found out that, like, at least in mammifers, I don't know if you should say it like that, it's not a thing, it's not in our DNA to be monogamous. Like, we are, and
Sorry.
I really loved
Mamas.
mammals. Okay, that's fine. Mammals, guys. So for mammals, it's not normal and it's not in their DNA to be monogamous. So I like this concept they used. It was we are socially monogamous. So we are monogamous because we live in a society that accepts that and thinks we should be monogamous.
Yeah.
And I think it has a lot to do with religion and stuff.
Or maybe
Because-
we are penguins.
Why penguins?
What does penguins do?
They are monogamous.
They are monogamous.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
They have just one
One
partner in their
Aw.
lives,
oh, they are so.
In their whole life?
in their whole life.
Wow.
And how did you difference each other?
Yeah, they are all the same.
I'm saying a penguin. I don't know.
They look all the same.
But well, it's not like something that is in our DNA. Basically, we are not naturally monogamous. We kind of force it
yeah,
in some way.
That's true.
Because of society, because of our beliefs, because of our religions. I don't know. And it's a curious thing, and it's a nice point of view to have in mind when you are thinking about your relationships.
Yeah, it's not like a bad thing
It's
No.
to
not,
have an
Correct.
open relationship or something like that.
there
I
are
know.
as many types of relationships as types of people.
Yeah.
Totally, totally. So well, we want to share with you some
Opinions
some opinions, yes,
and stories, maybe.
stories, opinions, yes, of editors. So we let you with the videos. What do you think about long distance relationships? Have you ever tried? Are open relationships a good option for couples? Do you have any experience?
Hey everybody, I'm flying with Alas. Such a tough topic have you chosen to talk about? I think that relationships in general are like a really difficult topic to talk about, but if you add that it's a long distance relationship, I think it gets worse and more difficult to even think about. It is because there's a lot of ideas and opinions, maybe negative opinions in how it will be to be in a long distance relationships. For me, you should think in what do you want, what do you think in your future, if it worth to make that big effort, because we have to say it, it's really difficult. It takes a big responsibility and a big compromise with the case, the relationship and the other person. You should work together and get to a point to find efficient ways to make it work. But it always, if you know that you want that and you could think yourself in a future and you see that relationship continue and that it worth, you know. In my case, I just have a little experience. I was in a relationship a few years ago, and that person wanted to move away, and I ended up the relationship because I think I wasn't ready, and I didn't want in that moment to make that effort because I didn't want to, and I don't know, but that is the point for me. You have to think in yourself and what do you want for you in the moment and in the future, because sometimes you don't want to make that effort in the moment, but maybe if you think in the future, it could worth it. So maybe you have to find that point. You, if you want that in the moment, and if you want that in your future, maybe you should try it, because is it possible? I know a lot of couples that make it, and a lot of guys cases that have worked on that and they could make it. So it is possible. You have to think in what you want in the moment and in the future, and don't follow what people say about that. When we talked about open relationships, I think the same as before. You always have to think in what do you want for your life, and what and how much of you are you willing to put to make that work. It takes a lot of energy to make these things work, but maybe it's worth it. So in the case of open relationships, you have to feel really secure with your partner and with your attitude too. And the big key here, I think, is the trust and the communication. I think you should find a way to make this relationship a big mass of trust because there's no other way to make it work. A lot of feelings like guilt, like jealousy, and a lot of negatives feelings could appear. So you should have trust in your partner to talk to how are you feeling and how some things you could take it and some other things don't work for you. So maybe you have to know how to express yourself and how to be honest with your partner, because I think in a long future, or not too long, but maybe a lot of negative feelings could appear and could damage your relationship. So the key here for me is the communication, and that you find a way to be honest with yourself on what do you want and what you could take, you know. So it is difficult, and I don't have a lot of experience of that. So I don't know how much can I talk to about, right?
I believe that long distance relationships are possible if you trust, love, and live your life without too many turns. These types of relationships are a real possibility. Along the same lines, I think that open relationships are a good option for people who have confidence in themselves and in each other. In addition, it is necessary to understand that the other is not an object. He is a person with a past and a life of his own. I have an open relationship with the father of my daughter. We have our rules and good communication, which for me is essential.
Okay, what do I think of long distance relationships? I think they can work, especially if there's an end in sight, like there's a date for when you're going to see each other. I think if the relationship is going to be perpetually long distance, it doesn't seem very practical or fun. I wouldn't choose to be in one. I've been in long distance relationships in the past, always with the plan of meeting up later, and they didn't work out, so I wouldn't do it again. I really think that most of the time open relationships won't work, but they could work for some people. Um, of course, if it's everyone involved wants to do it, then there's no reason why it shouldn't work. And, cool, question monogamy, that's great. Personally, I wouldn't, it's not for me. I wouldn't enjoy it at all, but more power to the people who want to try it.
Well, I think that long distance relationships are really, really hard. I've never tried being in one of them, but I think if it's only for a period of time, then that's okay. But if it's more than 3 months, 4 months, it can be really difficult for the people involved. Well, I think that open relationships can be very good for couples as long as both sides are okay with that. Sometimes it's just what they need so as to be together, to continue together. But I think it's really important that both sides are 100% committed to that. If not, I think that could only lead to more troubles. I don't have any experience in open relationships, but I'd be willing to try if it was necessary or if both me and my partner would want to give it a go.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you so
your
much.
comments. We want to listen to you or read you if you have any story, any comment, any opinion about these things, no?
Yeah, I think it's important to tell you guys that we're not judging you, first of all.
Yeah, I know. I am not the person
we're
to
really
judge anyone.
interested to know the types of relationships you have. I think it's important we, as adults, and get to have this discussion, because she's a kid, guys. To have this discussion, to open our minds to other kinds of relationships. Maybe monogamy is not suitable for everybody.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you so much
Yes.
for the videos, for listening to us.
Yes. Thank you a lot. We will continue drinking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
No, you are a teenage.
You're a kid.
You are a
I'm
baby.
18.
I'm 18.
Bitch.
Well, thank you very much, everybody, and see you next
Next week, maybe.
week
Next
Yeah.
week.
with another controversial topic.
Yes.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See you.